From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Haskins to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit, but maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Then the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2nd and 5.
Strip that ball. Out,
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check that. Three's the mic. Three's the mic. Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go.
On play action, Allen. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Just like that.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. McLeod to return it. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down at 5. Now it's Haskins. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's Allen to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Bills on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
From the sideline, incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Bass is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On play action, Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Haskins. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Ebron from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breda. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th. A touchdown! Chase Claypool, 43 yards. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Next to score, Steelers 21, Bills 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, it's Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back
back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 7 yards the pickup there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the 36-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They run the counter. Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions get...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us.